Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Critical Ops Top 5 Best Guns to Use. In this video, I'll be going through the top 5 guns, in my opinion, to use in Critical Ops. I'm using facts and information from the Galaxy Network server. If you guys want more information on that, please go check the link in the description. I'll leave it at the top, and you guys can go check out the information for yourselves. So this list will exclude snipers, pistols, and shotguns. These three fall under a little bit of a different category, and it'll be a little bit different. And I can make a video on top 5 shotguns, even though there's not 5, but also top 5 pistols, I believe I will do in the future. But if you guys think this is a great idea, then please be sure to go like, subscribe if you guys are new, follow me on Twitter, and without further ado, let's get right into this video. At the number 5 spot, we have the SA, the Burst. It is a actually really underrated weapon, and that's why I've placed it at 5. The damage is pretty good. If you hit one full burst onto somebody, it will do about over 100 damage, so it will kill them in one burst. The spray pattern is very, very accurate, and this gun is cheap. Also, not to mention, it is on both sides, so you can get it on Coalition and Breach side. It's just such a useful weapon, cheap, and a very, very good weapon. Now guys, at number 4, we actually have a two-way tie, and this is going to sound weird because the AK is at number 4 as well as the M4. And you guys probably are thinking, well, the AK is the best gun, everybody uses it. Well, everybody uses it because it's cheap. It's not the best in terms of damage. It does do good damage of about 4 hits, 1 in a headshot, but about 3 hits otherwise to the body in order to kill somebody. And without, you can see the whiff and without Kevlar. Same thing with M4, is about the same amount of damage. You might need a 4th shot to the body if it's just a body shot. Now both of these guns are relatively cheap in terms of ARs, but the big disadvantage for the AK, as it does do a little bit more damage, like I said, 1 less body shot to kill somebody, the spray pattern is so much more recoil. It'll go, first 5 or 6 bullets are straight up, and then it goes left and right after that, whereas the M4 is pretty much straight up and very small movement left and right. So it's a lot easier to spray down with an M4. M4 is a little bit more expensive. It's $2,800 now with the new update, and AK is $2,600, but both of these guns are very, very good to use, and, not saying that they're number 4, you shouldn't use them. They're just a little bit cheaper, which is an advantage why you would want to buy them, but they're also a little bit less damage and a little bit more recoily than the top 3 weapons. Now this might be another shock, but at number 3 we have the HK. The HK is so underrated as well, and with the new update, it is practically 3 shots to the body to kill somebody. Actually, even 2 in some cases. Now, there are a couple times where you hit an arm or something and it'll be 3 shots, but it is 2 shots if you do it 2 straight to the body, and it's a 1 shot to the head. And not to mention, this recoil pattern is an absolute laser. I mean, look how accurate this is. This weapon is so good, it's not too expensive, and it's perfect. Now at number 2, we actually have the AUG, and this is coming to a shock because the AUG, they buffed it and made it a lot better than it was. But before this recent update where the faction split, this gun was nobody used it. Everybody stopped using it. It was so bad, they nerfed it. And now if we look at the damage is really good. The spray pattern is good. This gun is something that you're going to want to use if you are on the Coalition side. Obviously, you can't buy it on Breach, which is a little disadvantage, but it is still a very, very good weapon and can laser. And finally, at the number 1 spot, we have the SG. This gun has always been a really, really good gun. It never got nerfed down to be a bad gun, and you guys can see the damage is still very, very similar. Unfortunately, it's not quite 2 shots to the body if they have Kevlar, but it is also a 1-tap. I think basically every AR is a 1-tap, so if you're accurate and you're tapping, you should be good. But this gun has really, really good recoil, really, really good damage, and, it does have a little bit at the top of the spray, a little bit left or right, but it is so easy to get this spray down. This is the best gun in my opinion. It's not too expensive. It is definitely a lot more expensive, closer to the AWP, and the AUG as well is about the same amount of money as the SG now. But this is a Breach weapon. I would pick it up if you're on Coalition to get a chance. This is number 1. This gun rocks. Also, I just wanted to add in a runner-up weapon is the Vector. I know there was no other SMGs, and this is really the only SMG that I could see as being in here. Maybe the MP7 as well, but the damage is a lot lower, which is why the SMGs are not in the top 5 list, but they are still very, very good, as well as the Deagle. I would put a Deagle in the top 5, maybe not top 5, but in the top 7 or 8 weapons. Deagle is so underrated, and it's so much better than it was with this new update. The spray control is really, really good. Still 2 shots to the body and 1 taps to the head. So pretty similar to an AK, just not quite automatic, and you know, is a very good weapon. But if you guys did enjoy this top 5 list, I will be sure to do more top 5s like this in the future, as well as the pistol top 5. If you guys have any ideas for a top 5 list to do, or any sort of video idea, let me know in the description. Follow me on Twitter at Lil L J, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys shortly in the next video. Peace out.